In 2009, I decided to go to the Plant Genetics Resource Unit in upstate New York, the Noah's Ark of apple orchards. Apples as we know them, the edible, sweet, or tart kind, are not born of seed. Each seed is individual and bears a very different fruit from the one it came from. Thus, a Fuji seed does not beget a Fuji apple. Most apples planted from seeds are really bitter, but over hundreds of years, on the rare occasion that a human found an apple tasting good, he began to graft that tree from generation to generation to save the variety. That human choice is preserved here. Many of these orchards all over the world are dying off due to deforestation or neglect. They must be kept alive to be saved. I came to the Plant Genetics Resource Unit because I was intrigued by the shapes, the colors, the extreme diversity of the apples. I spent 2 days here wandering, tasting, touching, and collecting apples with the help of horticulturalist Bill Cermak, my plant genetics guide, who taught me about growing dwarf rootstock, grafting, and his favorite apples. What I began to wonder is, what other than taste was attractive to a man or a woman over the 100 years that he decided to graft that tree? Was it the blush of a cheek, its whiteness, or possibly its size, its muscular size, like this Deacon Jones? And on the other side of campus, I met with apple breeder Dr. Susan Brown. She was testing pressure, acidity, sugar on all of her new breeds of apples. As she sees that the apples were meant to be diverse, thus saving, quote unquote, the old varieties is not the only answer. Cross-pollinating different varieties, she then plants out thousands of seeds to see the diversity, letting trees grow without any trimming, just to see not only their fruit, but the architecture of the trees. While saving is happening on the Noah's Ark, on dwarf trees, Susan is the veritable Garden of Eden. I brought home to Los Angeles over 24 varieties to sculpt, and some very edible ones for my gourmet chef husband to prepare for an apple tasting. Apple fritters, baked apple pie, Waldorf salad, baked brie with chutney.
What are you picking up right now? Cookies and baked apple.
This is a great way to share what you've learned with everybody else. And meanwhile, I am sculpting apples, making porcelain slip cast versions of 12 different varieties. The first one being Deacon Jones, chosen for its size and beautiful curves, seen here in copper red high fire glaze. One down and 11 more beautiful objects to go.